Hey guys, Rob Anderson here with DollarMoves. I'd like to welcome you to another video. This video today is actually going to be a review on a book that I had an author, Cynthia Stein is actually the author, who came across my YouTube channel and noticed that I had done some reviews on some other books, and she asked if I would go ahead and take a look at her information and do a review for her. And Cynthia's book, I ended up saying, yes, let me take a look at your book and see what I think about it. And so I had the chance to actually take a look at that book. And the book is really cool. It fits a good place for people who are just starting FBA, who basically could use, like, I mean, it's got screenshots of every single thing when you're starting it. It's got everything. Doing Amazon, setting up as a seller. It's got the FBA, power, setting up for that. I mean, screenshots of every single thing. It's got checklists in it. It's very thorough in saying the action steps that you need to take, to get your business going. It also has a list of the things that you need and what you can do, to start your business with just the bare bones, basically. And so, the reason that Cynthia ended up, the book is called Make Thousands on Amazon in 10 Hours a Week by Cynthia Stein. And this is the hard copy here, and you can actually purchase this one on Amazon. And the reason that she ended up starting this business was she was already a business owner, but she was due to the economy and everything, she had to downsize her business. And she got to a point where she needed to bring in some other revenue, and so she had a goal of hitting $1,500 a month net. And so she was looking around, well, what kind of business would fit my criteria? And she ended up finding Nathan Holmquist's book, Selling on Amazon's FBA Program, the same book that I was introduced to FBA with, and also the same book that I talk about on this channel all the time, the free ebook that I talk about. And so, anyway, so she found out about FBA, and Cynthia is a real, she's into teaching other people and helping other people, which is really cool, kind of the same reason I do the YouTube videos. And so, she started helping out the people all around her, and she started noticing that as she's helping, she helped like 7 different people start their FBA businesses, and she noticed that the same 7 questions kept popping up. And so she had made a PowerPoint presentation to try and help people out with that, but it just wasn't enough. And so she was thinking, what can I do here to help people without having to answer all these questions all the time? And what would be the book if what would I wish that I could have had when I first started? Like, what if I could write the one book that would be what I wish would have been there when I first started? That's what this book ended up being. So she ended up starting with an initial $200 and just the things from her house. And she ended up making $40,000 in her first year gross. Now, she actually also, she shows her, in Amazon you're paid every 2 weeks. And Cynthia shows her, her payouts, her 2-week payouts for a whole year period. So she shows you everything to show you how much money she actually made during the whole thing. She thoroughly explains the fees involved with Amazon, which that's probably the most difficult thing to understand, and she really breaks it down for you. And not only that, but she gives real-life examples to further clarify those fees. So, she goes into the power of being an FBA seller versus a merchant fulfilled, and how prime customers are and versus the regular customers, and also how the free shipping, with FBA, it's a powerful place to be. So she goes into that. She also talks about sales rank, and she tells you the sales ranks in different categories and which sells, like, from 1 to whatever, that the amounts that she considers acceptable for purchase in different categories. So in each category, she has an amount, that a sales rank that she won't go above, or whatever, that she likes to stay within. So she does that. She gives great tips on places to buy product, and also how to find discounts for those places. She literally has a step-by-step checklist that you can use when you're starting off your FBA business. I mean, all the way from it's like you're doing business as, and it's got everything, from the beginning, the things you need to get and everything. I mean, it's full on checklist all the way through, and it tells you there's a list that includes the actions that you need to take, and also the products and tools recommended for a successful FBA business. There's an exhaustive list of what can and cannot be sold on Amazon, so that you stay out of trouble that way. There's a big chapter on different types of places to find inventory to sell, and she also breaks down the amount of time it takes her to do certain things, and how much time she spends, because as it says, in 10 hours a week is the big deal. So 40 hours a month, and so she breaks that all down for you. She answers the question how much it starts to get started. And there's a whole chapter dedicated to setting up your Amazon seller account, including the screen capture. So I mean, it's exactly the same screen that you're going to see is on there. So you'll know exactly, like, okay, so this is what I need to look at. It's got arrows pointing to where you need to put information, or buttons, arrows to the thing you should click, and stuff like that. So there's everything exactly what you need to do, and then there's also the information and screen capture to set up FBA Power account, and then your printer setup, and also the settings for that. So I mean, these are all screen capture, so it's exactly what you need to do. It shows you every single thing, which is really nice. And it shows you how to do your first shipment to send to Amazon using FBA Power, and how to, and this includes screenshots, how to do exactly what to do exactly to get the shipment done right, and then how to set up and use FBA Scout, which is the scouting tool that you go out there and you use. Well, you can use your phone, or you can use a ScanFob Bluetooth laser scanner, but she shows you how to set that up, and how to use it to find great products for high margins on Amazon, excuse me. And then, another thing that's really cool, because when you start out, it's not that this business is really hard. There's just a lot of stuff there. There's a lot of information to take in. And so what's cool about what she does is she puts it all out there, like every single, like, bam, 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 do this, do this, do this, do this, so it's really cool. And so she also shows how to navigate Amazon's Seller Central website, so that you can easily get to the reports and the areas that matter most to sellers. And there's a lot of things like that are there that you can get to that I know now. Like, I know exactly how to get to exactly where I want to go, and you will too eventually. But in the beginning, like, I would hear something in a forum and just go, oh, you could do that? Like, I was doing 8 steps to get somewhere. I could go 2 steps and boom, be there, And so she's got all that on there with the screen captures. And she, like I said, she's helped out 6 or 7 people. I believe in this book she shares the success stories of, well, she just shares success stories of some of the people she helped. I don't remember the exact number of them that there was. And then this is really cool too. She has a chapter that spells out mistakes to avoid that she made along the way. And this chapter will definitely save you money. I think it's funny because a lot of what is going on with her, it was cool for me to read, because I could see that we really parallel each other. Our businesses are quite close in a lot of things, and so are a lot of the mistakes and things that we did in the beginning. And so this book is just a great book. If you're just starting out, if you've been in FBA for a while and stuff, this is probably not going to be the book you're looking for. This book is helping you out. I mean, there is a great amount of information in there, even about like buying and selling, but this book has step-by-step screenshots, everything you need, so it takes away completely the ignorance. It shows you absolutely bam, 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 this is what you do. And down below, I'm going to have a link for, because I talked with her after I read the book and I saw it and I fell in love with it and saw that it could add value to a new person and to the people that I'm talking to here. And after I talked with her about that and said, hey, let me become an affiliate, please, she went ahead and let me become an affiliate of her book. So you can actually purchase her ebook. There'll be a link down below for the ebook, and both of the links are going to be affiliate links that I will actually earn a commission on if you end up buying through me. If you don't want to, you can go to FBA Step by Step and buy it directly from her. But there's going to be actually a podcast I just listened to tonight. I had read the book previously, and the podcast I listened to tonight, and it is a podcast she's actually interviewed. Cynthia Stein's interviewed by Kat Simpson, and it's 50 minutes, and it delves into it even more and deeper. And Cynthia really, they give the 7 questions that she was asked all the time, and she answers them, and there's a lot of great information. And so, I would actually recommend, if you're ready to purchase the book now, great. You can go down below, click the link to the ebook. But I would recommend clicking on the podcast and go and take a listen to the free podcast. It's 50 minutes. It's very informative, and there's a lot of great information there. And you can get more information about why she did it, how she did it, what's working for her, and the podcast was really good, and I was glad that I actually listened to it tonight. It was a good deal. So so if you guys are just starting out, or you're someone who's just starting out, and something like that sounds good for you, take a look at it. Listen to the podcast. It's great information. What's kind of funny is my aunt started FBA. I helped her out, and she had a little bit of an issue with remembering the steps to do FBA Power, and so I had like a step-by-step thing for her, and she would have loved this, because this has pictures and it's like, almost fail-proof. So, take a look at it. Again, down below, we got Make Thousands on Amazon in 10 Hours a Week by Cynthia Stein. And take a listen to the podcast, or go and click the link down below and go and purchase the book. And also with the ebook, you're going to have some extra, some extra bonuses. One of them I didn't even think of to say is Retail Arbitrage by Chris Green, which that's huge. You get that as an ebook for free with it. You also get 1 month of FBA Scout or Power. Actually, just check out the link down below. You can see all of the bonuses that come along with it. But I know for sure the Retail Arbitrage, which is Chris Green's book, and I did a video on that previously and reviewed it. So it's the information's great, especially if you're just starting out. You want to be able to see bam, bam, bam. You don't want to have to put out a bunch of money. This is a great book, and it comes with a ton of good bonuses. So, I hope you guys find this helpful. Take a look at the information and make a decision from there. All right, you guys. Well, I hope you found the information informative here, and I look forward to seeing you again in another video. Take care.